Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of BTR Beyond the Ropes. My name is Retro Relapse, aka Fernando. As with me always, I can never say that right, is my tag team partner, Randy, aka Randizzle.
What's
What to do, Randy?
what's going on? I'm still drinking beers for Hogan. Is that allowed?
If you watched Raw last night, they did another 10 bell salute while we're doing our 10 beer salute on our Top Rope Tuesday as we still pay homage to the one and only, the immortal Hulk Hogan.
The immortal one. And
That's
you know
right.
what? He lives true to his moniker. His name will live to the fucking annals of fucking time in records about transforming not only wrestling but WWE and merging the worlds of pop culture and wrestling.
You damn
Yeah,
right.
he'll be forever fucking cemented in that legacy. No matter what bad shit or good shit or whatever, that legacy will be fucking cemented regardless. So
I'd love to say one thing if I can, and I'm gonna be a little controversial. It's just a little smidge. Hogan did a lot of, I guess you could say, zany, wacky, kooky stuff later in his life. If you think about it, he made some off-color comments. He was doing some things that weren't appropriate. But can you not just take away that he was a little bit of a grumpy old man? He was 71, people. 71 when he passed with his heart with the cardiac arrest, or so they say. They still haven't given us the autopsy report yet. Once it's public record, we'll find out for sure. But they're saying heart attack. He was a grumpy old man. If you've given yourself to the business since a young age and putting it all on the line out there, don't you think it gets kind of? I can't speak for anyone else. I'm just speaking out of my stupid little brain. That hey man, sometimes you do get tired of people. You get tired of always signing the autographs. You get tired of having to do the all the mannerisms and all the things that you put the curtain away and let him be in the back. He's Terry, man, Mister Boella. I'm not gonna. I'll won't be able to say his full name right just because of the fact that I rather say Hispanic because I think he is Mexican. But
he had
I
that hot
mean,
dog tan. So
you
yeah,
damn right.
and the
But
Chinese
you
hair.
know, people still are clamoring and complaining about the fact of all the bad things that he did, but you forget about all the good. We're human, dude. We're human. And hey man, whatever racial stuff, that's its own thing, dude. But you can't say you've never done it either. Shut up. Shut up. So just
And he's
hey,
old. Let's reiterate that he's old. And I know a bunch of old people who say some outlandish, off-color
it was a
remarks.
different time. Let's be realistic. It was a different time where a lot of that did slide. But I mean, when the shoe's on the other foot, I mean, the slurs go both ways. Just like the streets go both ways, so do the slurs. Let's be real. But I don't want to spend a lot of time on that part of the man because he was an idol to many. He was a groundbreaking performer. He was, and a lot of people, oh, Hogan couldn't wrestle. Yeah, he could. Yeah, he could. Watch the Japan stuff. We always say it because it's true. What he did overseas, way different from what he did here. But more of the fact that, hey man, he busted through the doors to make it all possible for everybody who's doing it now to be able to do it now.
That's right. And they recognize that. And I'm not only on SmackDown, but again on Raw. And hey, kudos to AEW. They recognized him also on AEW Collision, which is pretty badass. Like you would never think that ever happened. WWE guy or whatever, or Hogan, any issues with whatever Tony Khan and Hogan have. But
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, he is wrestling. He is the fucking business, and you have to respect at least that part of his life. Is he
You
is the
don't
fucking
have
business?
to, if you don't want to give your condolences, fine. You don't have to kiss the man's ass or anything like that. But if you don't recognize what he did for the sport, then you live under a rock, and I think you should stay there and don't ever come out.
Exactly.
It is what it is.
Every wrestling fan liked Hogan at some point, one or the other.
Yes,
At some point.
there's there's plenty of years that you could have given him his
There's
props and his
plenty of
flowers.
eras. You could have been a Hulkamaniac. You could have
Yep.
been the NWO. You could have been the main event mafia. You could have been
Mm-hmm.
in his fucking TV shows, his movies,
Mm-hmm.
his reality shows, whatever. You were a fan somewhere in between. Maybe you like his just his beer. Maybe you know him from just beer. Hey,
Yeah.
cool. I like real American beer. I still like real American beer. So there you
You
go.
damn right. You damn right. So to cap it off, being that this is the second time we bring it up and talk about it because that man has plenty of props and respect from us. Cheers to Hogan, his legacy, his family, and everything else in between.
Cheers.
Salute. So now we move on our little Tuesday show here and talk about our new 2-day event that's coming up this weekend. Super Slam. I mean, SummerSlam.
SummerSlam.
Well, I go with the Super Slam because of John Cena's
What?
little that
What?
iconic prank phone call they did on that radio station when
Are you
uh
ready?
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Hello? Who's this? Are you ready? Are you ready for this Sunday when John Cena takes on everyone from the WWE roster in Super Slam?
Exactly. That's why
Dun,
I bring
dun,
it up
dun,
because
dun.
yes. That's hilarious. That thing is still hilarious. Watch it. If you haven't seen it, get on YouTube and just type in Super Slam or John Cena Super Slam prank phone call, whatever that thing. The Marines need your help.
Did you
This
hear
one
what?
Marine needs your help.
There was one. They made a newer one.
Mhm.
Those are kind of old, but they made a newer one with him being Peacemaker. You know him as Peacemaker. Who doesn't like a guy who has a pet eagle and he needs your help?
Oh man, that's wild. That's wild. Uh,
Too funny. But
we are going to go through the card, and as always, thank you to our unofficial sponsor, the SmackDownHotel.com, for always hooking us up with all the information we need when we need it. Because we're a couple of dopes that don't always remember everything because we're busy.
or or we jumble a lot of stuff up. Well, I jumble a lot of stuff up.
Yeah, you do. You do jumble
Not the people who are fighting, but maybe the matches they're in.
just life in general.
Yeah, that was a big fumble. Hey, here we are. We're live. Another beautiful Tuesday afternoon on
You damn
Beyond the
right.
Ropes Top Rope Tuesday.
BTR, baby. Let's go. Chant it if you know the song. BTR.
So just to clarify, me and Retro, prior to the show starting, we wrote down the card. We're obviously going to go back and we are going to pick because me and Fernando always have this argument on who said who was going to win every time.
We're recording this now. We're playing this back and we're putting it out there because I always say something. He always says something. And then when it's over, he always loves to text me or call me. I told you I was right. I called that one. I was like, prove it because there's no proving ground in half the things that you say and
And
do.
he knows
And
I'm
you
too
never
lazy. I'm too lazy to find the fucking receipts. I am.
thank you.
That's on you. But I have it right here. I have it right here. It's written down.
Same.
We have it written down. So we're gonna we're gonna go through the cards. Night
We're
one, night
doing we're,
two.
we're we're going old man today. We wrote it down.
We wrote it down.
We wrote it down, pen and paper. We're gonna make sure it's written down. We're gonna take a picture of it and save it on our phone, and then that way we can chirp at each other after it's over,
And
and then we'll
and
talk
and,
about it later.
and we always talk about playing GM mode. We got the pin today, and
That's right.
we are giving our own predictions. And there might be a lot of similarities in our picks, but we are giving our picks on who is going to win what match. Maybe we give a description of how, or maybe what reason, but we're going to pick the person we pick, and then we'll discuss it. Hopefully next Tuesday when we go
Hmm.
through the card after the 2-day event on Saturday and Sunday.
It's a lot. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's some pretty stacked cards. We're looking at least 6 matches per card, which is pretty standard for WWE. Lately, they've been pushing 6 to 7 matches. If we do get another one, that'd be great.
They're
On
gonna get
each
a lot
card.
of intro or story fillers
Yeah.
telling you why who's fighting who and what how
Mm,
this led up. That's WWE is good at giving you video packages on how we
mm-hmm.
got here, right?
Yep.
How did we get here? Well, this is why A, B, and C. But to make my predictions, I'm gonna have little Hulkster with me. Maybe he'll whisper in my ear, tell me to take my vitamins and say my prayers, and maybe I'll win. Maybe I'll win something. Maybe I'll get some right. So I got a
There
little
you go.
Hogan out of
There,
respect.
there you go.
Brother,
There you go,
come on,
brother.
brother.
Oh. Well, then, shall we start this off?
Yes, go. Let's just go down the card.
Ding, ding. Super Slam Night One.
SummerSlam.
That's right,
SummerSlam.
WWE SummerSlam, aka Super Slam Night One. First match on the card: Sami Zayn versus Karrion Cross with Scarlett by his side.
Well, we know how we got here. Karrion Cross has been playing the long game, right?
Very
And
long game.
luckily for us, I would say the fans, WWE is finally hearing. You know, they've been doing it for other wrestlers, and when you voice your hey, I want so and so to win, or hey, I want so and so to at least be featured, and well, he's on a pay-per-view, a big one of the big staple pay-per-views, SummerSlam, and Karrion Cross versus Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, the ultimate underdog. Karrion Cross, the dastardly, psychological wrestler. Who do you have in this match?
I have Karrion Cross taking it.
Same. I also have Karrion Cross. I am circling him.
Mhm.
I think it's at least his time to get a win over. Sammy can afford a loss.
He can,
Karrion Cross cannot afford another loss.
right. He's already lost before to Sammy, and this isn't a gimmick match. So I think Karrion is gonna get over on Sammy this time around.
I
And
think
Sammy's not gonna put him over. I think he's gonna earn it.
I think Karrion Cross is gonna get the reception that Dom got when he won at WrestleMania. Even though it's not for a belt, when
Hmm.
Dom won in WrestleMania for the belt, people fucking lost their shit. I think when Karrion Cross wins, you're finally gonna get a organic push for him.
Yep.
But I think you're right. He's not gonna get it. He's not gonna get it easily. He's gonna have to fucking earn that fucking match. And I think the good person to do it is Sammy, because Sammy is used to doing haymakers and fucking going all out. He's been fighting Kevin Owens for years, for decades now, and they always
Hmm.
go all out. This is one of those instances where I think he's gonna take it to Karrion Cross, and this is gonna, if this is the starter match for the night. This is in no particular order, but
Mm-mm.
this could be a starter, and it could start off strong if Karrion Cross wins.
Yeah.
So.
So we got to that one. Next match on the card. This is our showcase match, if you want to call it that. But it may not happen. Remember, they always put the logo prior to anything that happens. Start card subject to change, and we'll dive into that a little bit here in just a second. Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul versus Randy Orton and Jelly Roll.
Well, as much as I want to say Drew and Logan. That's what I want to go route. And
And
I'm teetering on this one. I'm teetering on this because it's a celebrity with Randy
it's
Orton.
and
That's
I
it.
believe Randy Orton and Jelly Roll will take it because of the fact Jelly Roll being a celebrity. Unless they're going to try to push more with Jelly Roll, which I honestly doubt. Not right away. Maybe in the fall they'll bring him back for something in October or something, just because he'll be playing. They'll be playing his song on as the show runner for the PLE, whatever PLE they do in the fall. This is just to get him out there. This is to put him in the ring. This is to get social media eyes and uh, people who don't the casuals to watch because hey, we know this name, we're gonna watch it, right?
And you know what? I'll give Jelly Roll his due. I've been hearing and reading and seeing even on the podcast from other wrestlers that Jelly Roll is living at the PC. Specifically, they train. He's been training. He's lost 40 pounds. He's on a strict regiment. He wants to do good. He wants to give respect to wrestling, like Logan Paul did before him, like Bad Bunny before him, and he's one of the bigger marquee celebrity names they're pushing because, as you can tell, they kind of pushed Travis Scott out the way. Like he has no
Mm-hmm.
commitment. They've made it pretty clear without saying it. They made it pretty
Yep.
clear that Travis Scott doesn't have the commitment. He's not taking everything seriously, and that's cool. Hey, we appreciate the song, whatever, blah 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 blah. Storylines have
Did
been
we
ruined
really
because it.
appreciate the song? Because I didn't
Yeah.
appreciate the
Well,
song.
when you work a retail, you learn how to tune everything out. I just don't hear it anymore. So, but you know,
Theme, theme, theme.
fuck you.
But I do bring up card subject to change only because I'm reading, or I've been reading online, that Drew McIntyre is stuck outside of the United States right now. He's having visa issues trying to get back into the state so he can come and wrestle. So unless
Oh,
WWE can really pull a rabbit out of their hat this time around, or at least this coming week, he may not make it.
is that why he was
So
doing his that Twitter thing where he was saying, "Oh, there's Jelly Roll." He took a picture. He was taking a video of a cow.
he was basically doing promos in the middle of a field because he's stuck in Ireland, I think, or somewhere. He's somewhere overseas, and I don't
Scotland,
know if
back
he went
home.
home.
maybe.
I don't know if he went home to Scotland. I don't remember where he was posting from. I just know he's out of the country and he can't get back in at the moment.
Well,
So and no ice involved. No ice involved.
I will change my answer. Like I said, I think because Jelly Roll's celebrity, they'll win. So I'm gonna say Orton and Jelly Roll.
Okay. Okay. I am curious to see if A, they're going to substitute for Drew McIntyre, or B, if they're going to change it where it's Randy versus Logan and then Jelly Roll's like a guest official,
Or reverse it and it's Jelly Roll and Logan Paul versus and Randy Orton's the just on his corner.
or the no, or he's a special guest
Referee.
referee.
Yeah, that's it. That'll work too.
That would suffice.
Let me
That
ask
would
you this. Let me
suffice.
ask you a question. If they decided to keep it, but Drew Mack couldn't make it, who do you think they would put instead?
Hmm.
I
With
would
the
say The
stacked.
Miz. That's the only person, but him and Logan had like a little fallout. But and technically, he was his first
Okay, this is a
official.
SmackDown match. So what other heels are available on SmackDown?
So all I can think of is the bloodline, the new bloodline.
Right? Um.
Not the Wyatts.
Nope. A lot of the people that we have on the card here are pretty much who we've been seeing every week on TV. So unless they pull somebody out of NXT, maybe who knows? Maybe
Trick
it's
Williams, maybe Trick
yeah,
Williams, Trick Williams,
maybe Trick
The
Williams
TNA
or
champion.
hmm either him or maybe they pull somebody else out. Ethan Page.
Ethan Page is defending his belt tonight against Santino Moriala.
There you go.
So we'll see.
Doesn't mean he won't make it for SummerSlam if they call him up for it because he's
Yeah, that'd be pretty good call up,
mm,
and he is a
hmm
great heel right now. So
yes he is. So it'd be a nice little call. I mean we can play GM mode all day on this one, but we'll as the pages turn and time goes by, we will figure out, hey, is this gonna happen or not? Stay tuned.
stay tuned.
Next match on the card, or at least it's here showing Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed with Paul Heyman at their side.
I'm gonna stay hard with this. I'm gonna say Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed only because it's a new group. They have if they lose now without Seth Rollins and Seth Rollins being out hurt, that's a fucking detriment to anything they're trying to do. And Roman Reigns and Jey Uso can take the loss because they are fucking superstars, but it won't be without interference. It's gonna happen because of interference. Is it Solo? Is it Tamatanga? I don't know. Is it the MFT? I don't know. Could be a lot of things.
I'm gonna disagree with the first half you say. I understand you went with Braun. I'm going with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso only because of the fact that this is Roman Reigns' first match back, first big match back. It's on SummerSlam. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed can afford a loss at SummerSlam, and it can help build up a story of we need Seth Rollins here to help build this up and hopefully introduce him somehow, whether it be via TV or uh, Paul Heyman pulling the Roman Reigns on the phone kind of thing and putting him on video chat on the backstage things at Raw or whatever like that. But I think Roman Reigns and Jey Uso are going to take Braun and Braun out. It's just I don't know. I have a good feeling that they're not going to let Roman suffer a loss just right off the back after coming back. Because then what? Roman's going to be out
But it won't be a
through the
singles.
fall.
It won't be a singles match. That's the reason I go with Braun Breaker only because is Seth Rollins' injury a work? Probably not. But he's out, right? And you're building this group, and they've been pushing. Paul Heyman's been pushing, and everyone's been saying he's the next big thing, which is cool. Hey,
Hmm
whatever, however that plays out, it plays out. But
I still think that Roman and Jay are going to win it, and they may run it back on Raw.
fair, okay. Well, this is the
Just,
only.
just
This is the first one where we're gonna say we're on opposing sides, and it
hmm
really could go either way because I do see your point, Wayne. It is Roman Reigns' first big PLE back. It's hard to say that
hmm
he's gonna lose, but I just feel that storyline with if Seth Rollins was here, they would have lost. They would have lost. Like it'd be a guarantee. It would have been a
If Seth
guaranteed
Rollins
loss.
was here, they wouldn't have called Roman Reigns back.
Yeah, probably.
That's exactly why Roman came because they needed some kind of star power because Seth was already coming up. They've got the briefcase, all that good stuff, but they he got injured. So what do? You call in Roman Reigns because you need that star power. This card, if you just went with a Raw card on SmackDown, it wouldn't have held up. Other than the World Championship match, this wouldn't have held up without some kind of star power. That's why they brought in a celebrity, and that's why they brought Roman Reigns back. So agree to disagree,
There's no
and I love
disagreement
it,
here.
and
There's
I
no
love it.
disagreement. This is a hey, you just never know. It's wrestling, right? That's the best part of
Exactly,
it. It's wrestling.
exactly. Because don't get me wrong, I do want to see Braun take it. I do. I want to see where this is going to go. If Breaker is going to end up defecting from Reed, or if this is going to make them stronger, bonding together over a loss or over a win. I
Hmm.
mean, it's too there. It's still too young in the cards to tell. Too early in the cards to tell like where they're going with it since they had their freak injury
Yeah.
with Seth. So that we got to leave that one to the producers, right?
Hmm.
Next on the card, the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match: the Judgment Day, Raquel Rodriguez, and Roxanne Perez versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss.
Well, it's definitely gonna be Bliss and Flair. I think that's the route I'm going. I'm going that route
Mm.
because well, they're pushing that team. They have nothing for them outside of this currently. The Judgment Day can survive because well, they all have belts, and if they lose them, okay, they're the only ones that don't have the belt right now. Because
Okay.
yes, Dom does have a championship match on night two, but Finn and fucking JD don't, so they'll still have belts. So it's just how does that play out? Because I feel like if that's maybe Liv is closer to coming back, and Raquel and Roxanne losing it, and maybe Roxanne taking that pinfall helps Liv come back and say, "Hey, what the fuck? You gotta go, man. You lost my belts. You lost my belts because you took the loss." I don't know, but that's about. I'll go. I'll go Bliss and Flair only because they need something to do. They're two big stars that Bliss hasn't really had any real TV time, or at least any wins, credible wins. Flair is still floating ever since WrestleMania. So
Obviously, you haven't watched the product as much. I'm disagreeing. I would like to see Charlotte and Alexa win, but the Judgment Day will keep their belts. If they're planning on pushing Liv out, they have to keep the belts for that reason alone. Alexa Bliss has been winning matches on her own during SmackDown on a bunch of the episodes.
no, I know
Um,
I've seen her beat Chelsea
but you
Green and
you
some other
just
things.
said that she didn't win anything, and you're wrong because she has been winning because I've been watching
Big
SmackDown.
matches, buddy.
So
Big matches.
it doesn't matter. A win is a win, and when it's in the win column, isn't it?
Nine WWE.
Whether you're
Nine WWE. Come on.
when you're whether you're first or last. If you're not first, you're last. Am I right, Ricky Bobby? She's been winning. That's what's been giving her the push to at least be on TV because they're putting her over. If they didn't put her over, she wouldn't be in this tag team with Charlotte Flair because the one who was really floundering was Charlotte Flair. Alexa Bliss was teetering on floundering. Charlotte Flair was already floundering because she had nothing to go for. They didn't want to push her with Tiffany Stratton. They didn't want to keep pushing that hill. They didn't want to put her against Nia Jax so she wouldn't get injured. What do they do? Let's put her in tag team so they can start doing that. Realistically, if they had a few more women, they should bring up another set of belts, just like how the men's have two sets of belts. But if you notice, there's not a big push on Raw for tag team championship or tag teams compared to SmackDown, which we're going to talk about in a little while because that's all we see every week is the same 8 teams fighting each other,
Same hate fucking teams.
the same
I
drama every week because nobody knows what they're
this
trying to
is
do.
this is 2019 when it was American Alpha,
Mm-hmm.
the fucking Street Profits, the New
Mm-hmm.
Day, the Usos, Viking
Mm-hmm.
Raiders, and
Mm-hmm.
that was pretty much it.
Yep.
And that was pretty. Those five fucking teams always fought over and over and over for the same
Mm-hmm.
fucking belt. That's why the Usos and the New Day held it the longest in reality.
Exactly, exactly, and that's why the Judgment Day is going to hold on to those belts because they're going to cause more chaos and storyline when Liv decides to, or when Liv is able to, not decides, is able to come back from her injury, and they can carry the storylines from there. Because remember, she was a champion before they left.
Yeah,
It would be kind of dumb for them to lose it, and it's like, well, I'm not the champion anymore. No, it's going to cause more drama if they are the champ. So there's our second
it's
that
the
we don't
second,
agree on.
and
So let's go.
I think this next one might also be another one that we disagree on.
Well, it's the next match is the WWE Women's Championship. This is the SmackDown Women's Belt. Tiffany Stratton, the champ, versus Jade Cargill.
I'm gonna have Jade Card go because well, Tiffany Stratton is fucking floundering. And although, and let me clear this up real quick. Although I don't think Jade is ready to have a belt, honestly, like in all honesty, I don't know if they can afford to keep on letting have Tiffy have this fucking belt.
I agree.
Okay, well there you go.
I
Wow.
agree. That sounds like I wanted to say it first, but you took it before I could say it. Jade Cargill is too fresh, too green to be walking around with the women's belt. She should have had one of the mid card belts, but they don't want to put that. They don't want to taint the prestige of them first. So they're going to give her a women's championship run, and it's going to suck.
It
Tiffany is
it's
not
gonna be
doing well.
Tiffany's. It's gonna be Tiffany's run, but with Jade Cargill.
Yeah,
It's
they're
everyone's.
gonna run.
Oh yeah, you won. What the fuck do we do with you?
They're gonna run it back with Tiffany chasing Jade for the belt during the fall, and then they're gonna have little tie-ins with Bianca, and they're gonna have tie-ins with Jay with Nia Jax and all that. And Jay's gonna hold on to the belt at least to the fall. I think she's gonna take it. There's gonna be a big whoop-de-doo
She probably have a
for
big
people
run
to
in with
watch her and
Flair.
put eyes on her.
They probably have a big run with Flair because her and Jade Cargill and Flair would be the size in general, just the size
At
of
some
them.
point, yes, I think, but I don't think that'll come up until Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it'd be a while for sure.
It'd be a while. You got to give her time to keep winning with that belt on her. So who's the perfect person to win it all? Gain some of those wins, or at least that attention is Tiffany Stratton, and
And
then
this is
the
a hard one.
Pixie Nia Jax's little Pixie one that hangs out with her. I forgot her name. Gargano's wife.
Yeah,
Um, so
Katie
you're gonna have a
Louise.
lot of those. You'll have Michin probably fight her. Maybe B Fab go after Jay Cargill, and she's just gonna squash them all while she's holding on to the belt.
Here's the tough part, and as crazy as it sounds, these are two baby faces, technically, right now. Technically,
Technically, Jade is a uh, not a
Eh,
tweener, like an anti-hero if you think about it, because they didn't really push her as a heel, but she had heel persona when she came in, and then she worked through getting over on her own organically. It's not really that organically. I think they piped in half her fucking cheers in the crowd. Stratton went over organically, even though it was
a flop.
weak.
Yeah, it was a flop.
Yeah,
It ended
so
being a
I mean,
flop.
I wouldn't really call either one of them fan favorites. I think they're just placeholders, in my opinion,
They are placeholders for somebody,
for
but
someone else to
I'm
take the
thinking
reins
Alexa Bliss.
and
I'm
make it.
hopefully Alexa Bliss at
I
some
would
point,
love another Alexa Bliss run. Yes.
or even Alexa Bliss versus Liv Morgan kind of run. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think Jade Cargill isn't ready, but she's gonna have the same run that Tiffany does, but it'll just be a fresh face to go after different people.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. To stir up stories.
exactly.
So
Oh well, I thought we were gonna have a different one there, but anyway, there
yeah,
we
no,
go.
I believe Tippy time is up already. That's my opinion. I think Tippy time is up. I think it's already lost it's already lost its grasp, its bite. So
Yeah, she just
kind
needs
of
to have a
bland.
couple of more nip slips. She'll be fine.
Yeah, she. I mean, she can have those on matches fighting with girls against NXT that they're trying to bring up. Same old thing.
Exactly.
So last one, according to the SmackDownHotel.com. Oh my God, the World Heavyweight Championship, Gunther versus CM Punk.
Oh man. Well, I hate to say it, but logic would dictate that Punk wins. Logic would dictate. But at the same token, they just gave Gunther a second run. I personally think that this championship needs multiple holders. So CM Punk is the ideal person to have it right now. He's strong on the mic. They haven't touched yet, specifically because they're saving the fight for
Hmm.
SummerSlam. So
Correct.
I think this could be Punk's opportunity to come back, and they set it up finally for Rollins versus Punk somewhere down the line when he gets better, and Punk can hold it,
Or
or Orton,
Seth cashing in on
or
Seth catching in on Punk.
what does I mean? Like I think they're gonna save it for him versus Rollins, but that's what that's this is a good placeholder.
Hmm.
Punk is a good placeholder because he can talk and he can stir up shit with anyone on Raw to create some storylines, right? That's the whole point to create storylines
Correct.
for the fall.
Correct.
So
Hmm.
him catching it at the end of the summer, the beginning of the fall, we always say that wrestling needs always a shakeup because fall is primetime TV. This is the
Football
shakeup.
comes back. Basketball comes
You need to
back.
compete. You got to compete with all these other sports. Who is your biggest name other than Cena and
You're,
Rhodes and Rollins? It's fucking Punk.
that's right.
So I'll go with
So
Punk on this
your
one.
choice is
CM Punk.
my dog.
Yeah, and it's a this is the fucking smartest logical choice in reality
Hmm.
because if he wins, Gunther can go after him. Maybe Seth Rollins, it's a work, and Seth Rollins cashes in on him on the fucking worst time, and then they have a run together. Who else is on fucking Raw? Jey Uso's on Raw. That can start a little thing. Sami Zayn's on
Mm-hmm.
Raw. That can start a thing. Like there's a lot of people who can start a thing with CM
Mm-hmm.
Punk.
Yes, it
So
can.
and it's again it's a fresh it's not a
Roman
fresh face but a
Reigns versus
Roman Reigns.
CM Punk.
Yeah,
Roman Reigns is back on Raw.
it's not a fresh face necessarily, but it's the vet you want to hold that belt.
It's the bet you want to hold the belt that can cause the most controversy with that belt.
Yeah, and the good part is as much as we complain about all these other wrestling belts and superstars, he didn't win it right away. It's
Nope.
been 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Whether he was out from injury or not, it's been 2 years. Now it's okay to win a fucking championship. Give him the
Mm-hmm.
fucking championship.
He's
Punk,
he's given time to work through the system. He organically came over, of course, with controversy. Now that all that's past him, you can't bring up the old shit anymore. There's no room for you to bring up the AEW shit anymore or anything else. It's time to let him wrestle and do what he needs to do so he can retire.
so he can retire. And he's not.
Plain, plain and simple.
He's not. He hasn't been shy about saying, "Hey, this is my last run. This is it."
Yeah, he said it. Cena said it. AJ Styles said it. We're losing some of our big names because it's just father time, man.
Undefeated.
So
Father Time is
you
undefeated.
damn right. You
So,
damn right.
but that is
So
night one. And I want to
that
ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. Have you seen this new show, Uncut?
I have not. I saw a clip of it. I am curious to see it. I know I believe it came out yesterday, but I've
Hmm.
just been a little busy that I haven't had a chance to watch it. But I am going to watch it.
The reason I bring it up is because there was a specific thing that they were doing, pretty much what we're doing right now, right? They were planning the year for WrestleMania, and they had a whiteboard with names that they had planned from the get, who to get where and how they're gonna get them there, right? The night after WrestleMania, pretty much they already had the fucking plan for the next year, and this is how they're gonna do it: CM Punk versus Rollins, Cody versus Cena, and I think who was it? Reigns versus someone else. So they had that all laid out, and they ended up throwing Jey Uso in there and all kinds of crazy things. So the reason I bring that up is because you start looking at these matches, right? All this, yes, we know, and I'm going to say it, and I hate to say it, wrestling is predetermined. You want, again, we're going into the fall, we want the most action out of all this. Obviously, you have to deviate because Seth Rollins gets hurt, but do you see anything changing outside of these matches, night one, night two, if you had Seth Rollins still going here and, all that good stuff?
No, they pretty much just stick to their train that they get on. So once they make it, unless injury or something else comes that they need to change over because of the crowd or whatever else, they try to stay on the train most of the time. So
The
the
reason I ask is
carry
because they deviated crazy on that initial board, even if not from injuries or something. They deviated crazy, like pretty far off because someone was so hung up on Jey Uso. It
hmm
took one person in the fucking the writers' room to bring up Jey Uso, and then somehow he was in the fucking in the and now then he became champion, right? So I'm just curious on like this is
sometimes that's
SummerSlam,
all you need.
yeah.
Sometimes that's all you need. They have the big story, but they always say it: card subject to change because you're doing what's best for business. But that saying broken down is what's making me money, what's making us money, what's making us viewers, what's going on with the competition so I know how to compete with the viewers, or how can I copy their homework and change it up a little bit so that way we keep rolling and they stop watching what's over there and watch us. So I started off saying they start to train and they ride on it, but of course things happen, people get off, things get on, or you end up changing the course like you were saying. Nothing's the same from the whiteboard they had from WrestleMania or whatever the case moving forward. That's because, hey man, you have to pay attention to what the people want and what's going to draw and what's going to bring you business. Because if people are one person that's not on the first day, that's on the second day. So the second night is usually the better night if you have a 2 day affair. Am I right? You're going to try to put some decent bangers on the first night to get people to watch, to get people to buy in, but the bangers are on the second night. So someone like Dominic Mysterio should have been first night or pre card or pre match, pre everything, 0 hour. He's on night two, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be up there in night two with his championship. Dominic shouldn't have been over. You know what got him over? The crowd. It all depends on the consumer who's buying your product, who's
Did you hear
putting them
that
over.
pop on AAA when he announced
When he
Triple
went to
Mania?
Mexico, when he went to Mexico and went to go start to mess, when he covered up and then unmasked, when that the Triple H put up video from that night, raw video, the pop was it was a Road Warrior pop, so loud that kid is over down there. Everybody loves this bastard heel, and it's great and it's good for business. That's why things that are written at a certain point in time will always change because of that. But they try to keep the train going and they try to stay on the same track. It just you never know, you know. Sometimes all it takes is the right promo pipe bomb to really change the landscape of what's going on. Sometimes it just takes the right moment, Dom and Liv making out, to get everyone to you want him over. He's the dirty sucio that you want as your champion. They want to
Hmm.
give him the champ if he didn't make it. If he was doing the whole deadbeat dad the whole thing time, he hasn't really brought up Mysterio anymore. Mysterio's injured. Mysterio's doing I don't know other things for the company. Blah blah blah. Doesn't matter. Card changes based on what you say, based on what I say, and based on what I put out of my pocket to put in the hall,
Yeah.
in the pot.
Who do I want to invest my time, my money, my views, all that stuff into? And then obviously things happen, and Dominic Mysterio is a good recent example of that. Like he
Mm-hmm.
really is, and he's still over. He hasn't had a petering run like we talked about Tiffany Stratton, where people were pumped behind her. She had an organic push, and then once she won it, you're like, I didn't really care for her, you know.
Yep.
Unlike Dominic Mysterio, you're like, hey, fuck it, he's an asshole. Like he's doing asshole shit. He's saying asshole shit. I like this asshole. He is currently the MJF of WWE.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can agree with that.
cool, cool,
Okay,
cool.
so now that you diverted the train with what we were trying to do, we have a long card to go through, buddy. We got two nights. Let's get into the night two of SummerSlam Sunday, the big card.
We talked about diverting trains, and here I am. I'm the fucking penny.
Yes.
I'm the
Shut
penny on the
up.
track. I'm the
Shut the
penny on the
fuck up.
track, buddy.
All right.
Wait.
So
Sorry, I had to say it. I had to say it. Night one, three championship matches, right? No gimmick matches. Night two, one, two, three, four, five, all fucking title matches. Pretty much all fucking gimmick matches. And as you start going through it, well, you'll understand what we're saying. There's a lot of gimmick
one's
matches, and
not a
they're all
gimmick.
okay.
Lyra and Becky's not a gimmick.
Okay, Larry and Brocky. Okay, my bad. So pretty much all gimmicks, but all championship matches. Six championship matches.
There is six championship matches on the card for Sunday. One, two, three, four, five. Yep, six. And we've got one, two, three, four gimmick matches out of the six.
That's pretty good.
Yes, it is. So, number one, let's get it out of the way because this one may take a minute here. The WWE Tag Team Championship six-way TLC match. Tag Team Championships being the SmackDown Men's Championships. You have the Wyatt Six versus DIY versus Street Profits versus Fraxium versus Motor City Machine Guns versus Andrade and Ray Phoenix.
As crazy as it sounds, I've been watching, and don't get me wrong, Wyatt's just won this belt. It's hard to be hard pressed to take it off of them, but Andrade and Phoenix have been getting this crazy pop lately, and I don't. This is a hard one for me because I don't know what the route is for this. Right, this is the fall. The Wyatts have been missing pretty much all fucking summer, and they finally win the belts. But we're getting into more Mexico AAA shit, and you have Andrade and Phoenix maybe possibly holding those belts and going down to AAA. I don't know. This is a tough one for me. I'll let you give me your thoughts first on this one.
Perfect, because my pick, and I'll say it right off the bat, basically everyone in this six pack match has held the belts other than Fraxium and Andrade and Phoenix. Everybody else has held the belts. I believe Andrade and Ray Phoenix will get the push and will take the belts. They have been pushing them lately. Yeah, they're an unconventional tag team. Do they deserve it? Singled out? Yes. Together? But they are a great tag team. They are two great luchadors. They are two great people that can be put together, even though they don't have a name. They're not boiled together like a regular tag team, like most of them are here on the rest of the card. Um, but I would like to see them win it. And since you mentioned AAA, all that good stuff, a lot of people who aren't of our heritage do not remember or do not know or maybe not remember, since it is the fall and you want to make some stir up in the fall, and if we're going to go to Mexico in the fall, 16 de septiembre, which is the 16th of September, is Mexico's Independence Day. So why not have your luchadors, true luchadors, holding on to the belts to help celebrate that if they go down there to Mexico to do some work.
That's my anniversary too,
The 16th of September.
and the 11th. That's my
There you
paper.
go.
That's my paper anniversary.
There you go. So Mexico's Independence Day,
Like
I
Independence
think,
Day.
plays a part in it.
I like I said, like that's where I'll lean heavy towards because you're starting to notice, yeah, you're starting to notice them going to Mexico. Dom making that run in, the Grande Americano, aka Kaiser. I love that trade up, dude. Kaiser and Chad Gable trading up that Grande Americano, beautiful. I love
But
that.
but the only reason why it's working is because Kaiser is actually putting in the work to learn Spanish, to speak Spanish, and to piss people off like a heel in Spanish, especially when he's telling people in Spanish to fuck off, calling them
Ole
all
way,
calling them
pinche
all kinds of names.
culero.
Pinche cabrón, chingao, wey, tú eres nada, tú eres basura, telling them they're trash, telling them they're shit, you know. And he's doing it right. And Dragon Lee is really being that force behind it, where he's like, man, nah, fuck this guy, whatever. He's not a true guy, or whatever. He's putting he he's done such a great job putting over that heel persona that he even had people in Mexico singing along with him some of their songs in Spanish. Some of their just na ya 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 canta no llores, beer drinking songs, and he had the whole AAA crowd singing with him. So he's doing right. He's
Hmm.
doing well, and he's actually putting in the work. Because you know what, Kaiser went into the shithole, dude. Kaiser went into the shithole, and he was floundering in catering, and he was about to be forgotten. So he's gonna make the best of it. If you're fucking smart, guess what? You pick up that Rosetta Stone or whatever app you need to learn how to speak another language, and you get your ass going. And if not, guess what? You ain't gonna get that paycheck no more. You ain't gonna be traveling the states no more. You ain't gonna be going.
Your
You
girl be
know,
fucking cheating on you because she don't see you anymore.
you damn right. You got Tiffany Stratton there waiting for you because that's his boo. What are you gonna do?
Hmm.
What are you gonna do? That's right.
I'm glad that he picked it up. You know, Chad Gable did a great, phenomenal job with it. But
He he created the painting, and he what's his name, Kaiser
Kaiser,
just rolled. He really put all the exclamation points where he needed to go with it. He really he inked it.
yeah,
He
and
inked it
leave it
hard.
to a European because they all. As crazy as it sounds, they learn a bunch of languages because they're all the countries are right by each other. He picked up Spanish well. And he speaks it very well, and he is a great Hispanic shit talker.
Mm-hmm.
He is a
Yes, he
great
is.
Hispanic shit
And
talker.
it was a perfect place when he first started saying it, when they did that backstage run, or that little backstage promo. They were in Houston
Yeah,
when
yeah,
they did
yeah.
that. So you knew everybody, all the Spanish speakers that are out there in Houston, heard that and reacted to that real quick. So good shit, man. Good
Yeah,
shit
good
there.
shit.
Next match on the card. So, you who did you have?
I'll go with Phoenix and Andrade.
Phoenix Andrade also. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's like I said,
And a
4 out of the
TLC match,
6.
and a TLC match is gonna be a great like this is gonna be essentially WWE's
This is twelve
Stadium
man car
Stampede.
crash.
Yeah, it's a Stadium Stampede. It's gonna be a lot of action, a lot of places.
This is the
We'll have to
12
get
man
there.
car crash that we're waiting to see happen. I'm curious to see who's gonna be flying off the ladders, not just going through the ladders in the ring. I want to see some ladder carnage outside the ring.
I'm thinking the first people who are gonna do something crazy and take themselves out is Fraction because Fraction has something to prove. They just came out of
Mm-hmm.
NXT. They're gonna go hard to at least earn the respect to maybe get an opportunity for that championship belt, a singles shot or a
And
tag
if you
team shot.
happen to be playing a drinking game that day, please be sure to take a shot or a drink for every time a table, chair, or ladder has been broken or jumping off of.
Oh, you'll be drunk there. If that's the first match, Jesus Christ, you're gonna be fucking
That's right.
blitzed.
If you're gonna go, you go hard, baby. It's Sunday. Let's go.
I gotta work
Second match on
tomorrow.
the card.
I gotta
Yeah,
work
I do
tomorrow.
too. But they made Red Bull and ibuprofen for a reason, and barbacoa tacos.
You're not wrong. There's menudo
So
and shit.
yeah, that's right. That's right. Second match on the card: WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria.
I don't care about this match, so I really don't give a fuck. To be
This is
honest
a
with you,
smoke break for sure. This match is stale. This match has died out. We're
it
tired
was
of
fucking
everyone
one
who's
time. It's fucking. This is the third or fourth time.
correct.
That's too much. That's too much.
It's enough. I do believe because
Where's Bailey? Where the
she
fuck's
is not
Bailey?
on the card. They talked to her on Raw. This is the first time in her career she's not on SummerSlam. She doesn't know what to do. We may get heel Bailey. I think Bailey's going to come out and interfere in this match, unless someone's smart enough to have some backup of either woman. Uh, since there's no gimmick, there's no nothing. I think Bailey's going to screw it up, and Becky keeps the belt. I honestly think Lyra's going to take it. Becky had her little run, cool, whatever. If not, Becky's going to hold on to it. Then maybe it'll stir up some more mess. But it's unfortunate that the Women's Intercontinental Championship doesn't have more prestige with someone else holding it other than people who either don't
What?
deserve it or who already had belts.
I don't understand how. Yes, Lyra had it. She lost it. She lost it again. How does she get multiple opportunities? There's a lot of other women on the roster, and they're doing good on the SmackDown side with the U.S. title. It's been rotated,
Yep,
rotated. Selena Vega lost it right away after she won it. Right? Okay,
she
Becky
had
Lynch
it
comes
for
in. Yeah,
a couple of weeks, and Julia has it, but they haven't been showcasing it or pushing Julia with it. So I think that's where they're screwing up.
yeah. So I'm gonna I'm just to throw a name out there. I will say Becky retains so it can be a build up for her and Bailey to fight
Okay,
for it. So
I'm saying Lyra gets it, and hopefully they'll be smart enough to put somebody else on there, or
so you're going Lyra.
I'm going
So
Lyra.
this is a
I
one I honestly don't care about. So
I don't either.
if you say you're right or I'm right, that doesn't really matter. This is almost like a
I
whatever.
won't be mad. I
Yeah,
am
I
not
won't be
mad at
mad
this.
either
I'm
way.
not mad at this one. I think if Becky wins, maybe Bailey's gonna fucking join up with her. Bailey goes in there and
The four horsewomen
because
again.
she has beef with Lyra and she's got nothing going on. So why not team up with Becky and at least have something there and then just backstab her later and try to win the belt off her later.
Exactly.
Whatever drama. So next match, we spent too much time on that one. WWE Men's Intercontinental Championship: Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles, with Dominic as holding champion.
This is tough because we just talked about how hot Dominic is right now as far as
Hmm.
crowd wise. And if he goes and he's gonna compete in the Triple Mania, if he wins that Triple Mania or Triple A Mega Championship, I can see him losing the IC Championship. But at the same token, if he has both belts from both companies, that's a bigger thing. AJ Styles is clearly the better wrestler, but has he fallen off too far down the hill to go back up? It's hard, right? Because he's a great, phenomenal wrestler. I think Dirty Dom keeps it. He wins the AAA championship, and AJ Styles, this is his opportunity to go to TNA, take the championship off of Trick Williams, and then he's a TNA champion over there, and have him do like a little what do they call it when like a residency in TNA for a little bit. It's a fucking TNA superstar. It wouldn't be bad. It'd be great ratings. It'd be a great partnership. TNA, WWE, AJ Styles, you're fucking champion in TNA. That's my route. Long story, but I'll go Dirty Dom. Again, if we're gonna put the belts on Phoenix and Andrade because of AAA and all that good stuff, Dirty Dom keeps it and he wins that mega championship from AAA. So
So let's keep it to the SummerSlam card. Uh, so short story: Dominic retains over AJ Styles. AJ, yes, I think it's more of just a build up. I don't think AJ would hold on to the Intercontinental Championship if and when Punk does win, I want to see AJ Styles versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship because Punk is going to need other people to go after him for the belt. And I think AJ versus Dom is just a placeholder or just to give, I don't know, I guess a name to go under the loss record for who Dominic beat, if that makes any sense. Dominic beat AJ Styles, so it proves that he's a better IC champ because AJ Styles is an IC champ. He's a world heavyweight champ. I could see him going to TNA. Trick Williams did offer him a shot at the title,
hmm
but it didn't come to fruition. I guess it was too quick, even though when they barely found out AJ was going over there because it kind of happened really quick. So I think that is in the cards. In since he did renew for a year, we still have a year for that to happen. I would love to see him TNA champion one more time. I agree, but I think AJ Styles versus CM Punk is a bigger draw.
Absolutely. I would say AJ wins the TNA Championship, brings some prestige, some eyes to it, loses it, and challenges CM Punk. That's a good. Again, I forgot about AJ Styles because I forget in this world of WWE that there are faces versus faces and heels versus heels.
Hmm.
AJ Styles is a face, kinda ish, and CM Punk is kind of a face. So like them going against each other is not a bad.
They don't
It's not bad for
need
business.
because they've never crossed paths because they never had the opportunity. So this would be one of the matches you want on one of your top PLEs before Royal Rumble.
Or at Royal
Clash,
Rumble, we'll
Clash in
see.
Paris would be fucking nice. That would give big time out there. You still, I don't know. Do we have a list of what other PLEs are coming up beforehand? Let me
Well, you
see.
are in the SmackDown hotel, aren't you?
That's right. Let me get out of this uh room per se and see what else is showing on here. Uh, Clash in Paris in August. Crown Jewel Perth October 11th. Survivor Series November 29th, San Diego.
It's another War Games. I'm pretty upset.
Is it because it doesn't say war? Oh, I
It's a
see the
War Games.
cage.
Yeah.
It's War Games. Okay, but it doesn't mean that that match can't be on either of those cards. So I could see AJ Styles versus CM Punk at Clash in Paris or Crown Jewel. Hell, even
Even
Survivor
Survivor
Series.
Series. Yeah,
Even
even
Survivor
Survivor
Series.
Series.
So that would either way. It depends on where you want your draw. It depends on where you want the draw for that
Honestly,
one
I
because.
think whatever the next TNA big pay per view is, when the next triple A is the next pay per view, like they're gonna have to coincide. Like they want to make sure that they make money in every PLE, right? So they
Mhm.
want to make sure that they're gonna put the most attention to that match or that person. So because you'll notice if and obviously in wrestling in general, like when they're pushing a story, all the other sub stories kind of they're just kind of placeholders, like you said.
Mhm.
So AJ Styles might not be technically a placeholder. He just it's not important right now until whenever it's important, right? So,
Yeah.
but
The
hopefully,
TNA dream will happen, but I think it's still later. I think he needs to go after Punk first before he goes backwards to TNA. It wouldn't make any sense to go straight to TNA and then come forward with the belt like that. Nah, let's. I think it you want your money drawn now. That way you can enjoy it while you're trying to hold on to the other show's championship.
cool.
So
Hey, I'm with it. So, what's your pick? 30 down?
dirty Dom,
Okay, 30 down.
dirty, dirty Dom, dirty Dom. All right, next one on the card, the WWE United States Championship steel cage match. Solo Sikoa, the champ, versus Jacob Fatu. And of course, that cage is put up because Solo has his MFT, My Family Tree, and Fatu has Jimmy by his side. So this is to keep all the extra nonsense out and to let them go at it. Who you got?
So you're just trying to fucking lock up the Samoans, really, in
Pretty
this
much.
situation. I
They're used
think,
to being behind the bars anyway. Hi-oh.
hey yo, they usually eat them. They're filled with coconut flakes. I'm gonna go Jacob. I think Tamatanga makes his return, and he sides with Jacob, and he fucks over his brother and JC Mateo and Hikuleo and Solo. And I think Jacob takes this win. He's more of a popular star. I love Solo as a heel, but Solo can take the loss and be funny and go after and keep on building his family.
Hmm. I
That's my
think Solo might win it, but my pick is Jacob.
okay.
I think I have a feeling Solo might win it, even though there isn't any outside interference, or the outside interference is contained. Solo can win
Is
it
it a steel cage that's open? It's a steel cage that's open, right?
on the top.
On top. Okay, okay. Just make sure.
TNA is the only one that has the one that closes on top.
Okay,
That's the left lockdown.
okay.
So my pick on that one, and we both agree Jacob Batu.
This would be a good story. I mean, it's
Mhm.
gonna just continue to build what this MFT is and
I
whatever
think
it's.
it's gonna help build for SummerSlam
No,
because
Survivor Series. You mean Survivor
I mean
Series? Yeah,
Super Slam.
that's super.
It's gonna build for Survivor Series
Yes.
because it's already inevitable that we're gonna get a Samoan lockdown. because there's too many of them not to put them in the war games.
You see what CM Punk said? He goes, next year we're gonna have three Royal Rumbles: the men's, the women's, and the Samoans."
Yeah, pretty much.
The Samoan
Pretty much.
Samoans are
We're
gonna have
getting
their
there.
own Royal Rumble where they have all 30
We're getting
competitors.
there. I think they're already like 8 to 10 deep. So I mean, an indie one usually is like 15 people. So I mean, we're almost there.
It's not a
It's,
Royal Rumble; it's a Battle Royal.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's the Samoan Battle Royal. Yes,
There you
Battle
go.
Royale, but they
Battle
do it in
Royale, and
English.
they just start everyone in the ring right off the back rather than people coming in. That's
Yeah,
easy.
don't give them the interest. Just start them off in the beginning. There
There
you
you
go.
go. That's it.
All right. Next match, we have the Women's World Championship triple threat match. This is the Raw Women's Championship belt. Naomi, the champ, caution, versus Io Sky and Rhea Ripley.
Dude, let me ask you a question. It has to do with this, but Rhea Ripley looks extra skinny now. She lost all her muscle mass, man. It's crazy.
I mean, when you don't have time to pump
Yeah,
iron and
I don't have time to
train,
shit. You just don't have time to shit. It's wild. But I think
I
Naomi
want to
keeps the
say
belt.
they've had her go, go, go as of late. They've been having her like all over the place, doing a lot of promo stuff, doing things for everybody. And then her trying to find time to go back home and hang out with Buddy because Buddy's there, playing with the dogs, waiting on her to come home because hasn't recovered from his broken ankle. So, or is it broken wrist? One of the
I thought
two. It was,
he tore his muscle in his ankle because of the
yeah, and it hasn't healed right. It hasn't. That's the only thing that's holding him back is the
not for his style. He's too
him
high
him
flying
being
and shit.
super cautious because he's afraid of it. The healing process hasn't gone through enough that it's gonna break again because when you can feel it, like it doesn't feel like it healed, it joined correctly, it mended correctly, and it may pop out again or some randomness or whatever that I read. So he doesn't feel he that's why he hasn't come back yet.
Oh, I know
That's
it.
why.
I know the
Yeah.
feeling. I know the
hmm
feeling. You just never know. It just feels funky. It feels
So
funky, and you know. So
so Rhea has been all all gas no brakes,
she's all gas and
and
she's skinny as fuck, man.
yep. So I mean, when you're not going, maybe she wanted to lose some weight. Maybe that was part of it. I mean, she is in her 30s, so who's to say how much time she wants to keep throwing her body to the ground? You know,
True, true,
and if it's going to be time for her to bring little buddies into this world. So
true.
sometimes you got to pull back with that. My take on this: Naomi's hot right now. I think she's going to keep the belt. That way, it starts more stories for the fall. Now that they're letting her be unhinged, unchained, and she's able to bring out more of, I guess, a natural heel of herself. She's killing it, man. She's killing it. I'm not a fan of her entrance music because I really thought she was gonna go, super the other way. It's like I'm metal now. I like rock music, and that's cool.
She was super metal.
That's cool. So she I mean she's super. I was expecting just another dark trap beat, but no, she's meta fucking metal with her intro and stuff. Which I mean, kudos to that because we don't have enough of that. Um,
Yeah, I'm gonna also go Naomi. I think Rhea and Io great competitors, and I think they'll get in each other's way to try to beat Naomi. Naomi will pull the heel shit and just do whatever it takes to win. And this is a good
yep.
build up because right now Bianca Belair is hurt. I think maybe her friendship kind of sparks the hey, I want to match with you. You fucked me over. You fucked my friend. However they play it, right? Jay Cargill's a big factor in this too. So who knows? Even though they're in separate shows, you just never know how this plays out. But I will go Naomi because you're right. This character, this new character of hers, it works, and it's gonna be fun to see her be a fucking bitch.
hmm
Cause some of her shit's cringy, but some of her shit's is funny. So we'll find out. We'll find out.
We will find out. Yes, we will. So we both in agreement that
Naomi, yeah.
Naomi.
Triple threat match for the championship. Naomi will win that one.
That's what's up. And last but definitely not least, we are looking at the WWE Championship Street Fight. John Cena, the champ, versus Cody Rhodes.
Well, this became a street fight in San Antonio, and this is hard for me to say because does John Cena keep it and stay heel? It's not really working out too much because people love John Cena, or is this the turn where you fucking throw a swerve at everyone and Cody Rhodes goes heel and goes too far in the street fight and beats John Cena in the worst possible way, and then John Cena becomes face and Cody Rhodes goes heel. I don't know. Just
The
spitballing.
only thing that's going to help us tell what's going on with this are the promos that are going to happen tomorrow. I'm sorry, that's going to happen on SmackDown this Friday. Yeah,
That's it.
because we only have one SmackDown left, so it's really what's going to happen on SmackDown this Friday is what's really going to tell if they're going to pull that trigger. Because there's a good feeling about it, and me personally, I hope he stays heel and runs heel. I want him to keep the belt, keep running heel, end this heel. You started heel, you ended heel.
My biggest question, because I don't know, is if Cody Rhodes loses, he really won't have a shot at this if they let Cena run to the end of his career in December with the belt. Cody Rhodes has fought him. This will be the second time.
Hmm.
Will he be the only one who gets a third time? You know, because John Cena has not fought Roman Reigns yet. He has not fought.
He won't. He may not unless there's a shakeup.
He has not fought
Roman
the
is Raw,
Miz.
so no.
He hasn't fought the Miz. I know he's also Raw, but what I'm saying is like if you're gonna have him have the hits, he had a
Hmm.
great rivalry with Miz. He
Hmm.
had a good match a couple of SummerSlams ago with Roman Reigns when he couldn't defeat him for the belt when he was holding the belt for a long time.
Hmm.
So those are two people who are still missing from the equation.
Hmm.
Does he run it back with Cena if he's gonna run it back with fucking Cody Rhodes? Like, does he put over a young guy? Who knows, right? Does he go? Does he fight Gunther? Like, I know they're in different shows. I'm just saying, like, you just don't know. So I'm in a tough spot to even consider. Okay, well, if Rhodes doesn't win now, then he's not really gonna get another opportunity.
Yeah, he will.
I would think logically because he'd have to be the person who gets three shots. But
Nope.
I want Cena to win because well, I want him to carry the belt and leave heel. The same logic.
Hmm.
So I will say Cena keeps
I
it,
think
but it's hard.
Cody will get another chance after Cena's gone.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It would take for him to be gone with the belt. That's what I
Yeah.
mean. But that means that they have to find another storyline for Cody because he
Hmm.
won't really be chasing the belt. This is the hard part. So I will say Cena will win it, but that's just I don't know what to say. Like I don't know who will
Unless
really win.
because of his losses and everything, Cody goes heel and starts attacking all the bases. You
Or
can
goes to
still
Raw.
turn Cody heel. No, all the faces on SmackDown. You can still turn Cody heel, leave Cena heel, and not chase a belt for a few months. I
But
think
he
he's
had to
just
go
gonna.
heel, right? So you have heel, you go heel.
This has nothing to do with the match anymore.
No, 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 not the match. I'm just saying with
Cody loses. Cody turns heel. Cody goes on just a spree where he's just gone maniacal, and we get the heel version of him that was over in New Japan, where he doesn't have to be a leader of a faction, but he brings out that persona where we get that ugly heel side of him, and then he goes back, and let's say Cena does turn face at some point, or Cody just decides to start attacking everybody. It doesn't matter. You can go heel because basically the crowd is putting Cena over anyway.
yeah. It's
Especially
hard to boo someone who's this is their last year and he's been 25 years in the company, like 20 plus years. It's
correct.
hard.
Correct. That's why people are glad to see him. Oh my God, one more time. Compared to Cody, who's going to be around for a while. And Cody's like, this is all bullshit. This is all whatever. And Cody just ends up being that super, super dick heel that there's your flip flop, there's your change. But doesn't mean that Cena's still not heel because Cena will still probably kick him in the balls.
So who do you got?
I got Cena.
Cena. Okay.
Who do you got?
Cena.
Okay.
Now, because it's still cage match, do you think there's any
This is not a
interference?
steel cage match. This
I
is a
mean,
street
street
fight.
fight. Is there any interference? Any?
Yes, the steel cage is going to interfere.
Smart ass. No, no, no. You think
it
anyone's gonna come
it's
out?
gonna fall down. There's a possibility. I couldn't tell you who, because the only person that really has Cody Rhodes back is who? Jey Uso, and that's a different show. Unless because they're there at the pay per view, he comes out. But I remember they're the night one, not the night two. So I don't see any run-ins from anybody that we know of right now that's on the card. but could there be a run-in from somebody else that's going to be new that they haven't told us about, or someone that's coming back from injury? The only person I can think of maybe that could interfere that's currently in the thing that isn't on the card is LA Knight,
Yeah,
because he is what he was supposed to get. Oh, but he's Raw
yeah, he's raw.
unless they put him on SmackDown. But I doubt it. He's a bigger hit on Raw on Netflix. They wanted him there. I really can't think of anybody else who could interfere, jump in, because basically
Think The
everybody's on the
Rock
card.
comes back out of nowhere for no fucking reason?
That could be another one. I mean, if they made up with him, and that happens, then there you go.
All right. Well, we'll see, right? I mean, that's the beauty of wrestling is card subject to change.
Mm-hmm.
And we got 2 nights of who knows. We give our predictions, We have
Mm-hmm.
give predictions, and I think they're pretty solid. We almost have 80% similarities. We do have some disagreements on certain things for very different reasons. So I
Oh
think I
yeah.
think I think that's the beauty of wrestling is you can debate how you feel or what you see storylines go because well we're fucking wrestling marks.
Yeah. Big time nerding out on this because you know what? It's going to be interesting to see how they're going to keep us um interested in what's going on. Who are you going to put over? Who are you going to push through? Who are you going to let us, you know, really root for, cheer for, and stuff? Or who are you going to try to make us hate? Or who are you going to try to make us love? What are you
And
going to do?
and
How are you going
that's
to
the
make us
beauty,
feel?
right? That's the beauty because we're in prime time fall. This is where
Mm-hmm.
things. This is the end of the summer. This is August, last month of the summer, where things have to fucking flip flop. They don't have to, but ideally they would flip flop to fucking cause and stir up more storylines and more controversy and better fucking runs on TV and for the
Mm-hmm.
upcoming pay per views because you have one in Perth, you have one in France, and then you have Survivor Series somewhere in the states.
Mm-hmm.
Those are big pay per views, and there's two
Remember,
overseas.
who's not on the card that's getting a shot in the women's division? Stephanie Baker is
That's
the
right.
next one in line
In
to
France.
go against Naomi, and that's going to be in France. Stephanie Baker, how are you say your name?
Bakir. Bakwe. Bakwe.
Bakir, however you say your name. So Naomi keeps it. Stephanie takes off Naomi,
Seth Rollins still has that money in the bank. You don't
and
know
it's good for
how
a
hurt.
year.
We don't know how hurt he is. I mean, obviously he's hurt, but how hurt is he? Doesn't
Hmm.
mean he can't win a championship and pull a Roman Reigns and just disappear for a little bit.
But remember, he can go to any belt with that thing. So what if he decides to go after um, Cena before he leaves?
There you go.
I mean, you have your heel Cody, you have your face Cena, you have your heel Cena. I mean, you have your heel Seth. You know, or let's
hmm
say Cody stays space. And he goes and ruins it for him, and then he's just going to make the swap over to SmackDown because he did what he needed to do was to put Braun Breaker on the map, and Braun's going to be your next big thing that's going to hold the belt.
hmm
Because wouldn't you like to see Braun Breaker versus Gunther?
It wouldn't be a bad match.
It would not be a bad match
It'd be a bad match. But then that would assume
because
that would be the assumption that Gunther beats Punk.
no, number one contendership for Punk's belt.
Okay. That's the beauty
Because
again. It's wrestling, right? It's fall.
mm-hmm,
This is one of the fucking pillars of WWE pay-per-views.
mm-hmm,
When they were called pay-per-views, not PLEs. This is fucking SummerSlam.
yep,
So
one of the
some
core four, baby, the
on
top
the
four core
core.
four of what was going on with it.
That's right. So, but hey, that's our predictions on the cards. Make sure to hit that follow and subscribe button. Hit that little notification bell so you get you
Drop
are.
a leg drop on that, brother.
There you go. Do a late drop. There you go. Do your little hands. Listen for that bell notification so you know when we drop any new episodes on YouTube, on Spotify, in Amazon, iTunes, wherever you get your fucking podcast needs. At the socials at the Beyond the Ropes pod, not podcast, but pod. Outside of that, man, anything to say?
Eat your vitamins and say your prayers, brother.